long journey to get here. Just what it feel like to be back on the football field?
It seemed like it was forever since the last time we've been here, and I told the guys the other day, 438 days, December of 2019, the last time we played. So those guys did for a year and a half, did everything we asked them to do. It was fun to finally get back out in the field. They've been preparing like it's been a normal season, and I was just pleased with the effort tonight.
That long layoff, did you expect such a outburst?
Well, no. I mean, I knew we have a talented team, and our guys, I really saw them coming together the last couple of weeks, and I knew what they can do. We still got a lot of stuff that we have to clean up, a lot of things that we can work on, but a lot of guys played. There's going to be a lot of improvement we got to make next week when we get to our conference opening.
Coach, just talk about being able to see some people that you've had in the program, you know, these past couple of COVID months, being able to see them produce on the field. Yeah,
we played a lot of guys. You know, when you start out with LINDSEY and KOHEN, what those guys did, and we got a lot of weapons on the outside. It was good to see Julian running again. Dejan catching balls. You saw Tevin doing a bunch of good things. KJ Franklin, Dantes Costley, some guys. We got some weapons that we can do it, and I was proud of our guys up front. We were limited with some guys up front, but I was proud of what the offensive guys did.
What do you think LINDSEY brings that's different than 4K? I mean, it's been a while since you could just pencil 4K in.
Look, you know, there's always going to be the comparisons and do that, but LINDSEY's LINDSEY. You know, he does a great job. He knows the offense. He's been here for over a year, so he knows the offense. He understands protections. He threw some really, really good balls tonight.
With both KOHEN and LINDSEY, was the game plan just kind of, you know, settling them in first before you just let it rip?
Yeah, we want to see. I mean, look, those guys, live competition. You know, that was the first time those guys do that. Anytime we scrimmage, you know, the quarterbacks are never live, so it was good for them to see the bullets flying at them and see how they can react in certain situations.
Coach, can you kind of tell us about the decision to move Colin Guggenheim to running back?
Yeah, Colin just, you know, he's a football player. We got, you know, 4 good quarterbacks in there, and he says, Coach, anything I can do to get on the field, that's what I want to do. That's the type of player he is. He's tough. He's hard-nosed. And again, he got in, he started learning the defense, he learned the offense in the short amount of time that he was here.
Coach, just talk about being able to just show the community what you've been working on the past 14 months.
Yeah, you know, I was proud of the fans that showed up tonight. It's been a tough couple weeks around here, as everybody knows, on top of the COVID and stuff, but it was good to see them. I wanted them to show that we got a good football team that they could be proud of, that these guys have been working, doing the right things off the football field also to get us to this point.
Your secondary looks like you got a lot of season to them. What do you think about that group coming in this year?
Well, you know, Kevin Moore coming back all conference. Jordan Jackson is a tremendous football player, can play anywhere on the football field for us. Jarius Monroe, Kevin Johnson, those guys. And then we got a bunch of young guys at corners that we threw into the mix too, that those guys are going to get a lot of work and going to have to play a bunch for us. So, but it's good you can have those guys that have been in a bunch of games before. Kevin Johnson, 5th-year guy here, a seasoned veteran that can help those guys along also.
You've probably spoken about it before, but do you feel like some of these guys coming back across the FCS landscape, like, do you feel like the depth of the league as a whole is maybe better than it's ever been in a while?
Yeah, very, very good. This league from top to bottom, I know we had some teams that opted out that played in the fall, but when you look at, you know, from Sam Houston's to McNeese and Southeasterns and what we do, it's going to be a tough league. Anybody can win it from 1 to 7.
Coach, you want to know right now, just talk about the preparation going into Lamar next week.
Yeah, it was good to get a game under our belt. It was really good to get play somebody different, you know, see a different jersey across. Those guys get tired of beating up on each other for that long time that we've done. So it was good. It was good, I don't want to say not experimental work, but we got a lot of work done. Ran a lot of football plays that we can do, and now you know what you got to clean up moving forward. The conference officially starts on February 20th. Tomorrow we drew a bye. It was good for us to get this game, good little exhibition game, preseason game, so to speak, and we can get ready for those 6 conference games.
My last thought for you, just mentally playing your first game in February, like, what does that feel like? I mean, I'm sure it feels a little odd.
First time in 30 plus years, you know, we've done this. We talked about it. We've never practiced over Mardi Gras before. You know, it's always a time where football is out of season, and we had to adjust and do some things. But, you know, once we got into our camp, and then especially this week, it was like game week. The guys talked about it. It was just game week. It didn't matter when it was. They knew it was game week, and that's how they prepared for it.
I mean, I was smiling the entire time. As soon as I scored all the way to the sideline, it felt good. It's been a while since, I got some live action, so it felt good to get out there, especially all the work that my teammates and I have put in, having to sit out in the fall season. So it felt good to see the hard work kind of pay off.
You guys have endured this whole offseason as a group, and then you get to celebrate this entire win tonight as a group. Just seeing everything that your team has gone through this offseason, to see everyone get a piece of the action. How awesome was that?
It's great seeing, some of the young guys score and some of the guys that's been here and contribute to this program for a long time score. A lot of guys got some interceptions, some fumble recovery. So it's nice seeing everyone make plays, everyone have fun, get some highlights, and just enjoy a game that we've been waiting to play for a long time.
Does it feel, Lindsey, like a pretty unique opportunity to be a part of like this spring season? And
yeah, I mean, it really is. There's a lot of firsts. Coach was telling us first time practicing in Mardi Gras, first spring season. So it's cool being a part of a lot of firsts, especially with a group of guys like this. It's a really special team. We have a really tight-knit group. So, I feel like I'm in a movie watching history in the making.
Whether it was at Zachary or at EMCC, just talk about being in the championship program and coming with championship pedigree.
Yeah, I mean, coming from coaches that have won a lot of championships, there's a lot of things that instill in you. Going through adversity, hard working, taking care of the small details. That's something that Coach Bruder used to always harp on, and something that I take with me every place I've been. So I'm in another place where winning championships is starting to become a thing for us, and we want to strive for those goals. So it's something that we take to the field also. So that's all I got.
Did it feel kind of weird playing a game the same week that we have this major freeze and Mardi Gras happen?
Yeah, I mean, being where I've been, I kind of used to the cold a little bit. It's a lot colder than I thought it was going to be, and also a little weird being this cold in Louisiana. So, but they did a good job of keeping us warm, with heaters on the sideline, stuff like that. So.
can you tell me just what that first quarter and a half felt like? I mean, it felt like in a blink you guys were out in front 40-0 or whatever.
Right.
It was.
It went by pretty fast. I felt like I was walking out the inflatable helmet, and all of a sudden I look up and it's the second quarter. And these are moments that you kind of want to take slow. First game in a long time, kind of want to grasp every single second of it. So hopefully I can go back and watch some film and kind of hold on to some of those memories.
You're taking over the ring as quarterback, somebody that's been in the system a while, and Chase Ford kid, and now you have him on the sideline speaking to you, different things like that. Let's talk about being able to have that kind of edge in the system, going forward.
It's nice having a guy that was a 4-year veteran who knows the system front and back, and somebody you can come off the field and kind of confide in, see the same things that he saw when he was playing, and he can really kind of guide me in the right direction. So he's going to be a great tool, and I look forward to having him as my coach.
I know you've probably been asked this before, I just haven't had the chance, but I'm sure coming back to Nicholls, part of it was proximity to home, but what made Nicholls the right move?
I tell you what made the right move. When I got on the phone with Coach REBOWE, and he told me this is a family, and that's something that I've wanted. I've been to a couple places, and in other places it's business. Sometimes the best interest is in mind. So talking to REBOWE and just hearing that I'm gonna be taken care of, there's a family, they care about you, your well-being on and off the field, made me want to come to Nicholls.
Does it feel nice to be closer to family? I mean,
It does. It does.
I was family members watch tonight.
My little brother, Logan Scott. I mean, who could say they get to play D1 college football with their little brother, and watch him go out and play. So it's been a blessing being close to home, close to my mom, dad, friends from high school. I couldn't ask for a better situation than I am in right now.
Sweet.
Can you kind of just talk about the energy the defense came out with? It just seemed like as soon as you guys hit the field, you were all over the field.
We've been waiting for this moment for a long time. We hop on it at practice, communication, flying to the ball. It's meeting at the ball every snap. And Coach Ryback been getting us right with that.
Kev, it seems like as soon as that whistle was blown, and the game started going, you were just like a firecracker, man. Just talk about being able to go out there, jump around, and have fun against and hit people.
I've been ecstatic since last night. I don't know how many hours of sleep I got, but it's been nerve-wracking. Just preparing, getting in the game. Like, it's been 440 days since we've been playing football. I can't tell you how the league, nobody ever did that. And us being the first, we had to come out with all the energy we had.
Can you tell me maybe the emotion that you felt back in the fall when you guys kind of found out, and obviously the wait's going to be a lot longer now?
The emotion in the fall, we had some sad times, but at the same time, it gave us the opportunity to get better. Gave us the opportunity to prepare even more, get ourselves ready to get on this national championship run.
Do you think having that time in the fall like made some younger guys that came in like more seasoned going into a spring year?
It definitely gave a lot of young guys the time to prepare. Coming straight from high school, we had a lot of talent we seen in the fall, but giving them that time, like Pig Cage, I see a lot of potential in him. I think he's gonna get a lot of reps with us in the defense end, and I'm excited to see it.
Okay, you've seen people like, whether it was a Quentin Steib, whether it was, you know what I'm saying, Alan Pittman. You've seen a lot of people lead this defense. Just talk about you stepping in that role and continuing their legacy.
Ooh, I have a big shoe to fill, but it's gonna be real. The journey for me taking over is gonna be really exciting. I'm excited for it.
Cohen, just talk about, you know what I'm saying, being a pedestrian quarterback, being able to thrive in that system, just coming to Nicholls, staying the course, and then being able to produce tonight.
I mean, I feel like that's all part of the process, you know, coming from high school, using what you've learned in high school and just keep adding that on to your experiences and your skill set and use those in the college level. And, you know, I feel like if everybody does their job, and that makes it a lot easier on you. So shout out to my teammates for making that possible.
I know that look, a lot of guys that play for Nicholls are kind of from around this area, but it seems like even when I look up and down the roster, there's a lot of guys that kind of recognize from New Orleans high schools in particular that are a part of this roster. I mean, how many guys do you feel like throughout the roster people have played against each other since they were like a young age and now they're playing together?
I mean, I'd say solid half of everybody played each other at some point. That's something that Coach Rebowe is very proud of. I feel like all of us are very proud of it, proud of that, having everybody from this area contribute to this team, and that's something we take pride in.
How much do you feel like y'all brought a lot back on offense? So I just wonder how much you feel like, you know, after 4K left, you plug in a couple new quarterbacks and y'all are kind of able to hit the ground running.
Oh, right. I mean, you can never replace Chase 4K with everything he's done here, but you know, me and Lindsey and a couple other guys trying to take those reins over. It's not an easy thing, but we're making them do with what we got.
To go through such, you know, an extended layover, you know, over 400 days, Coach said, and then to see basically everyone that touched the field tonight have success, you know, how cool is that, you know, just for you personally?
That was awesome, man. I've never been a part of something like that to where everybody got a little taste of the action, everybody got them a little touchdown or something like that, and that's something that I was very happy to see. Everybody, you know, we got a lot of talent on this team, and everybody wants the ball, so you know, it's good to see everybody get some action.
Do you expect to set a school record for points in the first game back from COVID?
Can't say no, but I can't say yes. So,
Just between, you know, some of y'all's receivers and running back transfers having, it seems like y'all just have a crazy amount of talent. I mean, does it feel like it's almost tough sometimes to be able to spread the ball around?
I mean, that's part of it. You know, having that many talented guys on the team, you got to find a way to get everybody the ball. I feel like that's the fun part of it, though. You know, that's a good problem to have. You know, last year we only had, you know, Dejan was out and we had a couple receivers out, so we had to find different ways to get the guys to go the ball. But this year I feel like we'll have a much easier time to get some talented guys the ball with everybody we got.
It's honestly a great feeling. I mean, my junior high school, I actually tore a few ligaments in my leg. So doing so, I haven't really been able to showcase what I've been able to do, and this year's my first year actually able to get a chance to showcase what I can do, and it felt great tonight being able to go out and just put everything on the line and just play how REBOWE expected us to play, how Tom and Ryback expected us to play. It's just a great feeling.
First chance to really showcase your talents. Defense was all over the place, highest scoring game, you know, in the program's history, and you were able to find the end zone on a fumble. You know, how cool was that for you?
Oh, that was amazing. Like, as soon as I seen the ball on the ground, my eyes just got big, and I just kept running. I didn't even want to look back, so I didn't even want to chance anybody catching me. It was just an amazing feeling.
Would anybody have caught you?
Oh, no shot.
Talk about the energy that you guys came out with. I know all that built up energy, and I feel like as soon as you guys touched the field, you were all over the place. Just talk about, you know, how eager you were to really hit someone other than your teammates.
As a biggest thing is they were preaching to us about we had to be a physical team. So from play one, like that was our goal. Just come out, just show them who we were, and just to play truly like true to ourselves, true to our defense. And our defense is hard working, we're flying around, we're always at the ball. That's just who we are.
440 days.
Yes, was a long
Does it
time.
feel like it? I mean,
At times it does, and at times it doesn't, because it's like we're always working. So it's like as long as you're working towards something, the time really flying by. It doesn't really matter because we all have a goal at the end that we want to achieve.
to see everyone that touched the field tonight have some kind of success, you know, how much of a motivation, a builder is that, you know, for you and to see for your teammates?
Oh, that was a great motivation because, like, as a bunch of other people said, like, a lot of young guys, they stepped up tonight. Like, they had to take a lot of reps, and it was great seeing them, like, make plays, too. Because it wasn't just the ones who were making plays. It was also the twos, the threes, the guys who back us up, who just help us out. They were also making plays, too, so it felt great seeing them to get, you know, experience that, too.
Well, Delaware, after getting your first taste of contact, just talk about how that settled you down and just what you think you had to do.
As soon as you get that first lick, it just, everything goes away. It just feels like a little numb feeling, and you just feel good, and you're just ready to go. You're just ready to make a play after that.